This is Charlotte Owen, and she's back in the news again. If you don't know who she is, here's a quick reminder.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles.
There's a new generation in the House of Lords. Baroness Owen of Alderley Edge was until this year the youngest peer in the second chamber.
My lords, it is a tremendous privilege to make my maiden speech in your lordship's house.
Charlotte Owen got into the Lords as she was on Boris Johnson's honours list.
It has been quite the journey getting to this moment, and I am immensely grateful for the guidance and advice that so many noble lords have offered me.
She was just 29 when she was made a Baroness, and it was quite an astonishing move to reward somebody who appeared to have made no real contribution to anything.
I am especially grateful to my noble friends and supporters, Lady Foster of Oxton and Lady Mayor.
This is from a Prospect article where Alan Rusberger says if you don't know anything about Charlotte,
it's not your fault. There is almost nothing to know about Charlotte Owen. She is a blank sheet of paper. She has done very little of note. She has no discernible views about anything. The sum total of her achievements would barely stretch to the full 280 characters of a tweet. And yet, Britain being Britain, and thank God we took back control from all those unelected foreigners in Brussels. This blank sheet of paper is now a peer of the realm. She sits as a member of the legislature, making and revising laws for the rest of us until the end of her days. Which, as she was only 29 when appointed, could be a decent 50-year stint.
A peerage is both an honour and a responsibility. It is a responsibility I take incredibly seriously.
Some in Whitehall described it as staggering and impossible to defend because of her age and lack of experience.
Boris Johnson obviously appointing you to the Lords sort of landed you in what became a kind of media firestorm. Did he advise you on how to deal with it? Are you still in touch with him now?
Of course, I'm in touch with Boris. Boris always offers wonderful advice.
and it appears he's offered Charlotte a lot more because she's just got a plum job as vice president for a company called Better Earth Limited, a startup with just 3 directors, Boris Johnson being one of them. It's difficult to say what the 60-year-old Johnson sees in this 31-year-old blonde, but it's obvious she's got something and Boris just can't get enough of it. Click here for another Johnson peer.